How are you all this evening? Well, good, excellent. How many of you been to cocktails before?
Yo!
Ooh, that's a fair amount, although I can't really see most of you because we're well lit and you're not. Yeah, so I guess I'm Brandon Lucan. This is my only cocktail this evening. And it's I haven't memorized it, although most of these people have. I've been busy. Don't judge me. I suppose it's titled On Your Face. Not yours, fine. I suppose, as a guy, I've got a little different viewpoint than most other guys about sex. I'm what you would call a firm believer in understanding. I believe that you should really consider what you're asking a girl to do in bed. I've got a little first-hand experience on what it's like to be on the receiving end. You see, it started with masturbation and being curious. Not with other guys or anything like that, but with my body. Sure, I had a nice little exploration period when I was 12 or 13, which matured and grew into a better understanding of my body, but I also was curious about things my cock could do. How far could I swing it? Could I lift things with it? Could I hang things from it? Could it be a towel rack? One feat that eventually popped in my head was, how far could I ejaculate? Well, I once clocked in at 9 feet, so like that far. While I was standing up and everything like that, but I've never heard of another guy measure, so as far as I know, I'm a world record holding person. And I couldn't tell you if that was good or bad or not, but it was something I was kind of proud about. Anyways, one day, I was masturbating. I was really getting going, watching some porn on the computer, leaning back in the chair, letting my fantasies go wild, inspired by the porn, and then bam! Ejaculation. The release was great. It was one of those days where I figured I'd see how far I could go. And, well, leaning back with my cock straight up in the air, if not a little back towards me, my stress release, my baby batter, my jism, my sperm landed right on my face! I had just delivered a facial to myself entirely by accident! What? I'd never heard of this being done before. What the fuck? I was stunned. The distance was impressive, but come on. What have I just done? What have I just done? It was on my forehead, it was on my cheek, my chin, but luckily it was my eyes, my mouth, the important parts. And there was a decent amount on my chest and my stomach, so if I didn't know where it came from, I could just follow the trail. Needless to say, I was pretty confused about what the proper reaction was at this point. Seriously, honestly confused. Should I be proud or ashamed? I had never heard of this happening before, so I didn't really know what to expect. It's not something you see in porn or anything else like that. At least, not for men. But my mind substituted its own thoughts. So this is what a girl must feel like after a blowjob, I thought. Well, how did it feel? I felt a little proud as a man and humiliated as a recipient. It was pretty demeaning to be on the other end, with little condolences or love on the other end of my cock, even if it was mine. It was not only humiliating for myself, but my mind expanded on that. Imagine what it's like for a girl in this situation. Sure, the majority of women might like cock, but I doubt they like having spunk on their face. What was it like for them to be asked for anal or have a guy slip it in there accidentally? For girls, it was perhaps easier to take it on the face or the breasts or other parts of the body, or you could swallow. Swallowing was less mess, but judging from the smell, I couldn't imagine it would taste very good. And although my own musk was kind of alluring, but it wasn't something I really wanted to relish for too long. Besides, this wasn't an activity I planned on doing to myself anytime soon. So, with that experience behind me, I became a feminist. I took the stance that you really shouldn't ask the girl to do something sexually that you weren't willing to do for yourself. I had a little more formal education, what it was like to be on the receiving end of a blowjob, but I figured I could legitimately ask for one now from a girl, because I knew what the end result was like. The sucking dick, I knew less about. But hey, I was willing to trade oral for oral. That's something, right? Jeez, I'm not done. Besides, I figure if a girl knows a guy, he can do pretty well with making sure the blowjob wasn't demeaning at all. And then I shaved my arm. That was an extension of the feminist theory. If you do the shaving legs, the arm, that was bad. That was a bad idea. It was like a rat tail flapping out there, and I had hair, single, just line. Took 3 months to grow back. Now, I'm not saying you need to be fucked in the ass just to try anal for men. I'm just saying that a guy should try to realize what he's asking a girl to do when asking for extra favors. It's a whole different world being on the receiving end.